Alrighty, welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in CSC, Car Soccer City, for week number 2. However, this time we are no longer in the Elite Division. We have moved on to the Maverick Division. So, we are going to be seeing Rast Shadow Viper facing off NBDA Gold in a 3v3 best of 5. It's going to be super exciting. If you guys follow me, if you know me, you know I very, very familiar. Absolutely love NBDA, that org, all their teams, their players, the owner. Love everybody from that place. So I'm super, super excited that I get to cast them. And actually, so any team that has Rast in it is brand spanking new to me, so I got a little taste of one of their teams in our previous series. Again, that was in the Elite Division. This time being in the Maverick Division. Now we have a Rast Shadow Viper, so we're gonna see what they're about as they face off this NBDA team. I had to make sure I wasn't muted. Game time is very, very soon, so I hope you guys are ready. Thank you. For sure. But, yeah, so when the teams join, we're going to get started with them. It has been a minute since I have seen NBDA, so I'm excited to see them for another season. It looks like NBDA is here. Yep, there's PB. I figured I was going to see PB tonight, so I'm really excited about that. We got Curious George and Big Country. So, a new name for the third. Exciting news. Once Rast gets here, then we're gonna get started. So I hope you guys are buckled on in. I hope you are ready. Again, a huge welcome to you for joining my stream, whether you're here for the players, the streamer, the caster, the league, whoever. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, and we're gonna have a good time. So, now that they're here, let's get them on the field, shall we? We have rotating maps this time around as well, so that's super exciting. A little something I'm in charge of. Alright, gave them the go-ahead, and in no time, just like that, we're gonna get started. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we got game number 1, kickoff number 1 underway. Here we go. As Curious George takes this one, sends it into the corner. We have a quick turnaround, a nice 50, sending the ball to the other side. Ball's bouncing center. And Lynx has the touch. Over to PB. As he takes possession, he gets 50'd by Metal. Big Country now with the challenge. Ball goes over to Curious George, pushing it down the field. Salient now getting challenged, pinching the ball out. As PB has a small turnaround. Metal is there, sending into the corner. Big Country back downfield. A nice volley between these two teams. A great follow by Country. As defense is holding down the fort here. Another 50 incoming. Nice little bump on defense. Ball's inching its way towards the net. A nice shot on target. Saved away by Lanksy, baby. As it goes off the backboard. Another 50 right outside of the net. PB sending it down a field. Metal and Lynx are there as it goes towards the backboard. Metal sending it out. Curious George with the read. Salient with a great clear all the way downfield. Of course, thanks for having me as your caster. Appreciate it. Alrighty, first shot and goal on net. There you have it, Lynxy. The great 50. Give me 1 second. Let me check something. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. 1-0. 3 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Kickoff number 2. We got Curious George taking this one straight outside the net. Lengthy on defense sends it to the right side corner. We got a demo taking out Big Country as PB takes possession, goes to the backboard. Lengthy waiting patiently. Great patience there as they take the 50. Ball's going to the other side. We got Big Country off the wall, popping it out. Metal is on it. But Country's gonna swipe it, get a pass over to PB as they go for the air dribble, pass Salient. One last touch, and it's saved away by Lengthy. Off the wall, going back towards the net. Metal sending it downfield on that left side line. PB getting in the way. It pinches out to Lengthy, popping up off the backboard. It's a great setup, but Curious George is there. We now have another 50. Ball's inching its way downfield once again, just past midfield here. In comes Curious George. We have a bump on defense, but not quite enough. And the shot was wide. Lengthy now with the dribble, the flick. Great save by PB. Sending the ball to the backboard. Metal now with the flick off the crossbar, and Curious George takes possession. Just before they're taken out with the demo, they send it out. Lengthy trying to get a read off the ball. Can't quite do it. PB moving downfield. Gets a challenge by Metal, and it's in. A 2-goal lead now for Team Rast. You look at that replay. There you have it. All right, kickoff number 3. 2 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock. We got Metal and Big Country as Metal takes this one, sends it over. PB is there with the turnaround. Defense turned to offense. He goes all the way. It's the air dribble just outside the net. Metal with an epic save as Big Country pops it up. Salient is there. One touch to the right side of the field. In comes Curious George. Taking possession. Loses it. Lengthy getting past him. Getting past Country. Not past PB though. But the ball is still up, going in favor of Team Rast. Off the backboard. It's set up. PB is there. The pop-up. In comes Lengthy. And it's in. Great capitalization on the soft touch. There you have it. Take a look at that replay. PB just pops it up, and Lengthy saw the read, saw the opportunity, and took it. Pushing us to kickoff number 4. 3-0, 1 minute, 50 seconds on the clock. PB and Lengthy on this kickoff as it bounces center. Country is there. One shot, and it's saved away by Metal. He did make it back just in the nick of time, pinching the ball all the way downfield in that left side corner. PB on defense grabs a save, sends it right back where it came from, but Salient has a quick response. Big Country now taking possession, moving downfield, no boost, no problem. They get it past midfield, but Lengthy is there. Pass over to Metal. There's the bump. It goes straight to PB. Great read. Another demo taken out. Lengthy. Country with the clear. It's going all the way. It's going. One touch by PB, and it's in. Let's take a look at that replay. We had a little bit of an awkward angle there, but there's the launch by Country. One touch by PB, and it's just past the defense in that left side. Welcome on in, you guys. Thank you for the follows. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. 3-1, 1 minute, 10 seconds on the clock. We got another goal on target here, closing the gap little by little here. They're slowly inching their way up. Big Country with the last touch. Great assist by PB. 3-2 now. 1 minute, 7 seconds. Here we go. Kickoff number 6. Lengthy and PB. As the ball goes to the right side wall, Salient plays the bounce. No boost in the tank. Still chasing it down. Nice, easy challenge. Rotating out now. As we have a little cluster in the corner. Defense trying to figure out who's going to be taking possession. As Curious has a touch. Salient goes for it. In comes Lengthy with the demo. Ball's moving towards their net though. Metal is there. Not to worry. Third man gets shut down by PB as it's just outside the net. Salient over to Metal. It's looking like a replica of what NBDA just did. However, this one did not end up in the net. We got Curious George over to PB, back over to Curious as they try to get it across the field. It's a great 50, and it's saved away by Lengthy. Ball's going back center once again. As it goes across the net, PB takes over in that left side corner, off the wall. He's looking for a pass. He gets bumped off. It's a great challenge. Ball's up off the ceiling. 7 seconds for 1 goal for NBDA to try and hope for an overtime. They are on the attack for a second, but Metal's going to clear that away, literally. As things turn around, Curious keeps it up. It's still up by Salient. In comes PB. It's on target, and it's in! Oh my ladies and gentlemen, what a goal for an overtime! The power, the shot, the angle. Unfortunate own goal pushing us into an overtime. Here we go. Overtime in game number 1. Ball is up. So is Lengthy as it goes to the right side of the wall. Bouncing play over to Metal. Metal pushing it downfield. PB cutting it short. Followed up by Big Country. It's an open net for a second. He's got no boost. He takes the shot. It's saved away by Salient. In comes Curious. Saved away by Salient again. PB. Now the one to put it in the net. Full team effort. 1 shot, 2 shots, saved away, and that final one just found the gap of the defense. NBDA gold, taking game number 1. What a comeback. You weren't kidding, you weren't kidding. That was unexpected, I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty, taking a look at these stats really quick. We got a total of 11 shots, 3 saves for NBDA Gold, and a total of 7 shots, 6 saves for Rast. Good stats, lots of them, as we head into game number 2. I hope you guys are buckled in. Like I said, this is a great matchup already. Alright, everybody taking the field, and we are taking off for game number 2 on Forbidden Temple. Kickoff number 1 underway. So we got Big Country taking possession from the kickoff. Lengthy stealing it, sending it to the backboard. Great touch by PB as it gets past all the offense as they turn to defense now. Metal with the touch, getting past 1. In comes PB with the challenge. Ball's going to the other side, and Curious George is there for a second. He gets demoed out, and the ball's moving downfield. PB trying to get a read on it. Salient leaves it for Metals. They push it downfield. Curious George is back. Gets it to the backboard. Lengthy with the touch, sending it to the right side. Salient now taking over. Great read, great positioning. A pass back over to Lengthy, and it's in! My goodness, what a passing play. Let's take a look at this. We got Salient with the catch. One more touch off the wall. Lengthy using the last of their boost to get it just past that third man defense there. Taking the lead. 1-0, 4 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock. Salient and Curious on kickoff as PB and Lengthy chase it down. PB's going to be taking possession as Lengthy takes the boost. Country puts it in the corner as things quickly turn around by Metal. Great follow-up on the 50. It's off the post, and Curious sends it to the wall. Country can't quite get there, leaving it for Curious once again. A pass over to PB. Shot is saved away by Metal. Back over to Country, sending it back down into that corner. Plays the bounce. It's a pass to the other side. PB has no boost though. Metal going for the challenge. PB can't really do too much there. Stole the boost, bumped their own teams. A little cluster here. Great back pass to Country. Over to PB. There it is. The passing play by NBDA here. And that's how you tie up the game. 1 passing play to the next. Both teams looking really good out there. It is now 1-1 with 3 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock. Metal is going to be taking this kickoff. As it goes into that left side corner, we got PB taking over. Nice little air dribble. Lengthy with the shutdown though. Stealing possession, moving into that corner. Country with a great 50. As Metal sends it to the other side. PB is there, grabbing the boost. Sailing with the challenge. Lengthy with the follow-up. There it is. Another passing play to take the lead. Let's take a look at that replay, shall we? Great second man position there, being there for the center. There you have it. 2-1, Rast taking the lead here. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. PB and Lengthy on kickoff as the ball goes over to the wall. Country is there, moving downfield. Metal with the touch, sending it to the left side corner. Curious with the turnaround though, off the backboard. It's a bouncing play. Pass Salient, but PB's shot goes wide. Metal getting a read, passing it over to Lengthy. Once again, as they move down on that right side line, downfield into the corner, they get shut down by PB. As they now move down field. There's one last touch off the board. Great shutdown by defense. A little bit of a double commit, but It worked out for them. Lengthy is in charge, looking for that center. Defense shutting it down. Salient sends it to the wall, keeping the offensive pressure alive and well. As it crosses the field, Country can't get a touch on it. In comes PB, 17 boost in the tank. Metal with the steal. The pop-up, past Curious. Country, not quite in the way, and it's in. Let's take a look at that replay. The bump on Country, and it just off the car. Curious tried to do everything they possibly could. You can't really do too much in that position. We now have a 2-goal deficit, 3-1, 2 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock. Kickoff number 5 going in favor of NBDA Gold here from the corner. In comes Curious, what an angle, but Linksy was there with the save. As the ball goes over to PB, we got an air dribble off the backboard, no double touch. As Linksy sends it downfield, it's a pass to Metal and the shot goes wide. PB now with the small clear. It's going to go back over to Salient. Salient over the PB with the turnaround once again off the backboard. It's 50'd. Salient with the follow-up. As it goes to Country. Country to Lengthy. Once again back over to Country with the steel. Metal getting in the mix of things as it goes up and off the ceiling. Curious George center, but Metal is the only one there. Great defense as it pinches all the way downfield, and PB is forced to grab the catch. Take it up and off the wall. Lengthy already going for the challenge. Great touch going on over to the left side of the field. As PB now makes their way down the field with the help of their team. They're quickly shut down by Metal. Curious now with the pop-up is now turning the tides once again. It's a little bit of a fake. What a shot! And it's in! PB with the second goal for NBDA here. What a fake. And a touch by PB. Oh my goodness.
What is that?
A little decoration. Alright, 3-2, 1 minute, 15 seconds on the clock. Kickoff number 6 going to the wall. It's a great challenge. Pushing the ball to the other side. We got Lengthy chasing down the ball mid-air. Goes under Curious. It's a bouncing play, and Salient is going to be finishing it. One last touch. Marge, that's what I said. I'm glad there's some PB fans out there. Welcome on in. Good to see you, Maj. Thanks for joining. We're now back to a 2-goal deficit. Team Rast in the lead once again. 4-2, 60 seconds on the clock as we got Metal with the breakaway moving down field from the corner. Everything quickly turns around once again. 1 second. Okay. Minor interruption. I apologize for that. Here we go. Back into the game. Curious George shut down by Lengthy as it goes around from the wall. Great save by Curious. Salient with the shot. Shut down by PB. In comes Metal. The pop-up. Does he get the double? No, not quite. As it goes off center. We have another 50 by Lengthy over to PB. PB with the long haul. Moving downfield. Salient from the corner. Back center. Metal gets there just before Country. Curious George's third man has the hold down the 4 as Lengthy now moves on in towards the net. It's just outside and it's all defense there. Salient now with the turnaround once again. We have a shutdown by Country as he's now moving downfield. Misses the second touch. Metal is up. Takes possession. One touch by Salient from the cluster, and there you have it. Game number 2 has ended in a victory for Rast Shadow Viper. Aw, Maj, I can't believe you remember that. Alright, let's switch this map real quick and then we'll go over these stats. Alright, taking a look. For Rast, we got a total of 5 shots, 2 saves, and over on NBDA, we got 5 shots, 1 save. So what that tells me is way more accuracy for Team Rast the Shadow Viper. And a little bit more defense. Little bit. Both teams looking good out there. We now have a tie series 1-1. Winner of this one will be taking game point. Who are we voting for, chat? Who's going to be taking game point? Is it going to be Rast? Is it going to be NBDA Gold? Let me know as we head into game number 3 on DFH Stadium. 5 minutes on the clock, 0-0 ball game. Here we go. Metal and PB on kickoff as it goes to the wall. Linksy is there. Off the backboard, a little bit of a team bump. Salient now turns it around, gets a shot on net. It's a great save by PB. Linksy with the follow-up, keeps it in the corner, making sure that offensive pressure is alive. One touch over to Country, just past Metals. Country tries to move downfield. Salient is on it. Ball's moving back out. Linksy has the pop. It is a shot on net. PB is there. It's still just outside the net, and Salient is there. Let's take a look at that replay. We got Linksy with the pop-up. They get bumped off the play. PB with another soft touch sends the ball center of the net. And there you have it. Salient capitalizing, taking the first goal of the game. This is a best of 5. Here we go, as we got Metal with a shot off the crossbar, and it's sent out by Country. Things quickly turn around. Linksy with one touch, as the ball is up, so is Salient. PB with the clear, though. It goes over to Metal with a slow shot, and it's saved away by Country. As he chases down the ball, it's him and Linksy. Linksy gets the save. Salient with the clear as it goes back past midfield. Curious George sends it back over to Metal. Metal with the pop-up, though, going with the air dribble now. Let's see what tactic we have as he gets past PB. It's just outside the net. It's a pass center. Linksy is there, and it's in. What a team play here. Metal getting past PB off the backboard. Kind of just fell on it, and it passed it center. Perfect pass for Linksy, who was there at center field. 2-0 now. 3 minutes, 56 seconds on the clock. We got PB taking this kickoff as it goes over to Salient. He's going with the air dribble into that left side corner here. Bouncing play, move center. Nobody is there except PB on defense. Linksy with the turn, but again, PB is there. Great response. Country now Curious with the shot. It did hit the crossbar. Ball goes into the right side corner. Country tries to send it center. Metal not letting it happen. In comes Curious with the shot, and it's in! The lead has now been cut in half. Let's take a look at that play. A very nice touch. Great power by Curious. And it's in. Here we go, 2-1, 3 minutes, 29 seconds on the clock. Salient and Curious, followed up by Linksy and PB. PB gets the cheetah. Challenged by Metal, though. Country is there. Great read, great positioning as Linksy takes possession. They get shut down by Curious once again. Salient on defense, sends it back out past Country. 2/3 of the team beat out. In comes Metal. It's up to PB as he is able to get in the way. The shot goes wide. Little bit of a dangerous position to be in, though. You don't want to leave your teammates in that kind of situation. We saw the attempted, setup for the demo. I don't want to say the attempted demo because it didn't necessarily play out, but we saw the vision. PB now on the breakaway, going from the backboard, hits center, and Country is there. And there you have it. A tie ball game. PB with the dribble, past Metal, up off the wall, past Salient, and Country just beats out the rest of the team. 2-2 now. 2 minutes, 43 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Kickoff number 5. Metal and Country on it. Ball is up, so is PB. As he takes over, sends it to that left side wall. Metal with the 50 as the ball goes over to Salient. Long shot. Country's there. Salient following the ball still, trying to get in the way. As it goes down to Metal, he sends it into that corner. PB with the touch, sends it to the other side, and Linksy has the read on it. One touch over to Salient. Ball's going right back where it came from, to that right side of the field. PB taking possession, though, going with the air dribble. Metal with the 50. Nice block. Great defensive play as things turn around once again. Country on the attack, taking the 50 by Salient. Ball is up, and so is PB once again. Ball is going center. Curious did not have the read on that. Gets a little bump on Linksy, but Metal is there as he moves down past midfield. We have a quick turnaround by Country once again. 50 pushes the ball center. Nobody is there. Linksy overcommitting just a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a panic there, but still works out as their team was able to push down field, and they are back on the attack. Defense holding it down, and comes Metal off defense. Curious now in possession, going with the air dribble. He sees PB, tries to get it to him. A little too much Ball's in that corner. Metal over to PB. As it flies center, nobody gets a touch except Lynxy on defense. Pushing it to that right side corner. One flick past Curious. Salient still moving downfield. Tries to take the 50. Can't quite do it, but it goes over to Metal. Metal to Country. There's the clear. Moving downfield. Lynxy. Easy read. They got to be backwards for that one. Metal now with the pass over to Lynxy. Shot is shut down. As it goes into that right side corner. We got Country with one touch over to Salient with the steal. 50 seconds on the clock. One more shot. Saved away by PB. As it goes into that right side corner. It's another setup. Metal almost there. In comes Curious. Clear on the ball. As it goes into that right side corner. He sticks with it. One touch. Not quite the angle. No follow-up. Salient didn't quite get the touch on it either. But it worked out because there was no second man. As it goes off the backboard now. No double tap. PB made sure of that as they move down field. Trying to get a read on the play here. Get in the mix. It's a great 50. Just too high. As Country turns it around. Once again, no boost in the tank. Salient takes it to the other side over to Metal. Curious with the read. Gets a good setup. PB is up for it. It goes too far to the right. No passing play. Country now. Sends the ball out. Curious. No boost. Metal moving downfield. There's one long haul by PB, but that's gonna push us into overtime once again in game number 3 here, our second overtime. As Metal takes this kickoff, we got Curious George with the breakaway. He gets one touch, is off center, and Salient was there. PB now with the touch, sends the ball off the wall. It's a bouncing play over to Country. Wide shot. Metal was there as well, keeping it in that left side corner. PB with the shot. Salient with the save. A little bit of a double commit there, but Lynxy comes out on top with possession. PB getting shut down by Salient. Metal is center. Curious gets in the way though. Country now with the touch off the wall. In comes Lynxy. The offensive pressure is unreal here. They are relentless. They want this win. They want that game point, and they are proving it here. Great pressure coming from Rast, Shadow Viper, as they steal possession once again. Quickly losing it to Big Country, though. They get past Lynxy. Salient with the save as they now go with the air dribble past midfield. Trying to meet PB there. It's a great push as things quickly turn around. Double tap. Metal with the shutdown. Curious trying to get a read on it. Couldn't quite do it. Ball's back in that left side corner. Country now keeping the offensive pressure alive. Redirect by PB. Gets it a little closer to the net, but it's not enough. NBDA now back on defense here. We got Lynxy with the touch in that left side corner. Shut down by Country. Ball's going back center. Metal has the read. Almost a shot. Curious stopping it in its tracks, though. Sending the ball right back where it came from in that left side corner. As Salient goes off the wall. It's a long shot. Open net. And it's in! Salient with the winning goal in game number 3. Securing game points. Rast the Shadow Viper taking game 3 here. We now have a 2-1 series. Pushing us to game number 4 on Sovereign Heights. Alright, let's quickly take a look at these stats. Alright, a total of 8 shots, 3 saves for Rast. Lots and lots of shots, lots and lots of offense, as I was saying in the game. Like, they were relentless. 3 threes across the board, 3, 6, and 9 shots for NBDA Gold, and 4 saves. Little increase of defense for both sides, but still not quite the same numbers as the offense. So we got 2 really good offensive teams facing off, really just trying to find the crack in each other's defense here, right? This time Rast was able to do it first, giving them a game point. So as we head into game number 4, we're gonna see what happens and how NBDA Gold is going to adapt to this, if they do, right? Because they still have an opportunity for a game point. We can see a game 5, but this is it. This week's win for week number 2 is on the line. Last leg for NBDA Gold here. Both teams playing really, really well, though. I don't want it to seem like I'm bashing one or the other. Everybody's doing amazing out there, and I could not have asked for a better series in the Maverick division. This has been so great. I love the passing plays, love the team chemistry out there. Love the solo skills too. I mean, it's just great. Great pickup by Salient off the backboard. Double tap, push to the left side. 50 by PB, sends the ball downfield. Lengthy cutting the ball short. We got a demo taking out Curious. Country almost getting a shot on net. Salient, great defense. One touch from Curious goes over. One touch by Country, back to Curious, over to Country again. Shot is denied. PB now taken over. So he goes to the backboard. Lengthy meets him there. Momentum is cut, but Curious picks it up. A Salient tries to clear the way for Lengthy. It was a great fake there. Double demo. Lengthy and Country taking each other out. Curious getting bumped by Metal. Salient with the pickup, taken over. Defense, one awkward touch. Ball still outside the net. Country fixes that, pushes it into the corner. Lengthy with a great boost still, goes for the double, and gets it! There you have it. A full minute and 9 seconds in. Lengthy with the patience. All right, here we go. 1-0, 3 minutes, 51 seconds on the clock. Kickoff number 2 going into that right side corner. PB blocking his own setup. Country can't quite get a read on it. Salient sending the ball out, taking possession. No boost in the tank, no problem. Still gets a shot, gets a setup. But double defense is there as the ball goes into that left side corner. Metal now taking over as it slides to the other side. Curious is there. The long shot. Salient with the catch. Country with the challenge. As Salient maintains possession. Tries to take the 50. Gets the demo instead. Metal with the shot. It's shut down. Lengthy now shutting down NBDA. And there you have it. PB with the tie maker. We got Lengthy with the touch off the wall. PB took the opportunity. 76 miles per hour. And Metal tried to get in the way. It's a great attempt, and it just bounced off his car straight into his net. That was a little off-putting, I'm not gonna lie, but a goal's a goal. Here we go. 1-1. 3 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Ball's in the left side corner of Rast. The Salient takes over and moves down line. From that left side, PB getting the way on the backboard, pushes the ball past Lengthy. It's up to Metal, taking the 50 by Country. Ball goes to the left side. In comes Metal once again. One touch, pinching it downfield. Curious George with the touch over to PB, his own teammate. There's the 50 by Salient, pushing the ball off the wall. PB with the fake down over to Country as he clears it downfield. PB has a follow-up touch. It is a shot. And defense sends it out. Salient with a great touch. Curious George now having to cut the ball, try and get it out of the line of fire there. PB with the help. As they are back on defense, they are left with an open net. Let's take a look what happened there. We got Curious George going for the attack. Kind of had to. The 50 rolls it back, and nobody was there. I saw Country having to spawn back in. And that's how you take the lead. Here we go. 2-1, 2 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock. Kickoff number 4. Metal waiting patiently. PB saw that. Was not about to let that happen. Lengthy now moving on in. Country sends it back out. As Metal takes possession. He's moving down on that left side line once again. The challenge sends it nearly off the ceiling. Salient over to Country. Turned around by Metal, just a little too high. Defense couldn't quite get to it. The pinch goes to the other side, off the wall, back center. One touch from an NBDA player. Curious George chasing it down off the backboard. It's set up. It's shut down. Great shot by Country. Great read by Salient. So we have another 50 off the ceiling. In comes Salient, sending it to the backboard. No boost to follow it up. He leaves it for Lengthy. Defense is on it. PB with the clear. Metal stopping it in its tracks though. We have another push down the field. A little bit of a double commit. It could eat them up, and it did. Let's take a look at that replay, shall we? The double commit straight to the backboard. Lengthy with one touch. His third man was just a little too high up on the field there. That's gonna give the lead an extension. We now have a 3-1 game, 2-goal deficit. Team Rast in the lead. Kickoff number 5 going into that left side corner of NBDA as PB takes over. Nice play off of the bounce, followed up by Curious. As Curious now takes over, takes the shot, and it's in! We have seen it before where NBDA does make a comeback in that last minute or so. So I would not be surprised if we see it here. I mean, this time they're only down 2. Last time they were down like 3. So let's see if they can do it one more time as they're only down 1 goal right now. 1 minute remains and everything is on the line with this game. They need the win to try and keep alive here. They got Country sending it into the corner. Salient with the turnaround over to PB. PB now with the response as the ball goes to the backboard. Lengthy is there, drops it down, and Metal has a great touch sending the ball out off of PB's car. I'm sure that wasn't calculated, but that first touch just was, and it worked out for them. But things quickly turn around as we have 30 seconds to go. We have a demo clearing out some of the defensive pressure, but it was not enough. Salient with great defense holds down the 4. Metal with the pickup sends the ball down. PB with the catch. Now moving to the right side, Lengthy trying to get in the way, no boost in the tank, still just adding that mental pressure there. 10 seconds to go off the backboard, followed up by Country, and it's wide into that corner. We have a small turnaround. Curious is up, so is Salient, so is Lengthy. PB keeps it up off the wall, bouncing towards the net. In comes Curious and Salient. Everybody misses, and Team Rast take the win. There you have it. GG's. Congratulations to the winner here, Team Rast Shadow Viper. Alright, let's do a proper sign-off, shall we? Thank you so much to you guys out there watching, whether that's for the teams, the players, the orgs that they represent, the caster, the league, whoever. I appreciate it just as much as they are going to appreciate coming back and watching the VOD, which will go up immediately after I end stream. So, if you want to go share the VOD, go rewatch it, get the whole spiel, definitely go do that and share it with your friends, families, and neighbors and strangers down the street, right? Your team just went out there, played hard, played good. It was a great series. Again, GG's to both teams and congratulations to the winner for week number 2 in CSC. Thank you so much for having me as your caster. I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. Drop a follow if you haven't already. I appreciate that. But until next time, you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are watching from, and I will see you again very, very soon. If you would like to stick around for a small royalty raid, that would be amazing, just to spread some love to some other Rocket League lovers as well. If not, like I said, I hope to see you again very, very soon. Take care, you guys.